Hey guys, it's Cade here in John Siegel's pit over here talking about Laris Motorsports Insurance. You know, I don't know if anybody has seen my interview with Carrie Carr up in the tower. She was telling us all the stuff about Laris Motorsports Insurance, how to get quotes and how to file claims and all that other stuff. And John is actually a customer of Laris. So John, can you just tell us a little bit about your experience as a Laris customer and why you chose them over the alternatives?
You know, Laris, obviously just giving back to the sport. He does so much for the racers. It was really like a no-brainer. You know, we take pride in building these cars, and the last thing you want to do is wake up one morning and they be gone, or you be driving down the road and these diesel pushers, they'll light up on fire like it's nothing. And I don't want to have to jump out, and I just want to grab the kids, and that's all I want to worry about. And then, you know, then they go to the next step for the bracket racers and make it where you can have on-track coverage. And there's no stranger that the way, you know, I drive and my CFYA guys drive. I mean, we're real aggressive at the finish line. So that was a simple no-brainer where that if I do something stupid, you know, going down there, panic stop, try to catch somebody's drop, and we put it in the wall, I just know that what we spent for 6-7 months building these things that were covered. And, you know, it's just like cars, you know, you want to pay for insurance so that hopefully you never use it. But with them, you know, we just want to make sure that we're covered. And those guys at Laris, I mean, no questions, no ask. We sent them some pictures. The process is pretty simple. I've heard many times from the racers, anytime they have a problem with a claim, that he's right on, you know, no issues, no nothing. So that's kind of, for me, that's important. You know, I run a big dealership, so to me, customer service is important, and I think they stand behind their customers. And anytime I pick up the phone to give them a call, they're right away sending me information, emails, reminders, things to do. So I feel like it's just a good company to deal with. And, you know, with them doing with the racer appreciation and all the giveaways and stuff they do, just I'm happy that, you know, they're doing that for the racers. So I want to do my part and spend money with them.
So have you ever had to file a claim with Laris up to this point?
No, thank God, no. We got close in the white car. We put it on 3 wheels here last year, setting it down. So, but that was probably close as it. But never had to file a claim. But I have had friends that file a claim, and they said it's seamless, it's easy. So, you know, I'm just assuming it would be just like State Farm or the rest of that day. You pull up the claim, you do whatever, and they send you a check. So, no issues.
So it's no secret that you have nice stuff. You drive nice cars, you got nice rig, and I have no doubt all that is covered with Laris. So in the event something, God forbid, something terrible should happen, you know, having that personal agent that they talk about having somebody you can call up anytime. How does that give you peace of mind as a racer? Oh,
it gives me real peace of mind, you know. I mean, they'll even send you reminders. I forgot my policy was up, and next thing you know, I got 7 emails and a phone call, text message. Hey, you want to renew your policy. You know, you get busy day-to-day operations, and you just forget. But, yeah, my trailer, my kids' juniors, the Chevy 2, the wagon, the golf cart, I mean, you name it, it's covered. And I feel comfortable that I go up and down these roads, and I don't really worry about nothing, you know, so. My biggest thing is worrying about fire, right? Like I told you with the motorhome, it ain't nothing for a diesel pusher to light up. And once you get all this stuff on fire, there's nothing you could do to stop it. No, you just take a picture, and that was your stuff, you know? So it feels good to have some coverage. You're able to sleep at night easier. It's just like anything else, from health insurance to homeowners insurance. You just got to be covered in this world because you never know what's going to happen.
So everything John said, to me, Laris is the obvious choice, and I think to John, Laris is the obvious choice. Nobody else can match what they do. Customer service, on-track coverage. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but that is not something that's common, is it?
No, it's something that really wasn't common for many, many years. It was just too expensive. You know, everybody was like, oh, we can't have on. And they came onto the scene, and they did a good job making sure that they made it affordable for the racers to cover their products so that they have no issues. You know, and I feel like Laris is definitely the standalone, you know, with what he does for all the races. I mean, he's part of brackets, NHRA, you know, PDRA. So for me, when I see a company that's giving back to the racers and being part of the racing community, that's what you want to do. You want to spend money with those people that do that. That's what I would want everybody else to do if I owned that business.
Absolutely. And John, we're obviously excited to see you out here in the pits, out here at the World Footbrake Challenge. Many of you don't know, but John now holds a special place in my heart. When did we come down and pick up the Cadillac?
Oh, I want to say, 7-8 months ago, Jenny Moe got a nice Escalade from us.
Are you kidding me? Come on, girl. You drive a Cadillac?
Something like that. Me and Jenny Moe went down to his dealership and got her a new Cadillac Escalade. And while I was down there, on the way, I was researching where it was. And I saw that it was in Polk County.
Welcome to Polk County, Florida.
And for those of you that don't know, in Polk County, the sheriff is Grady Judd. And some people have Beyonce, some people have LeBron James. My celebrity is a guy like Grady Judd. You know, he's just a real American dude. You know, there ain't many of them left like that. And while we were down there, I told Jenny Mo, I said, hey, it would really be cool if I could meet him or at least go by the sheriff's office. And she asked John, and it just wasn't able to happen that time. So fast forward several months later, I think it was, Jared slaps down an envelope in front of me. And inside it had a patch from Polk County Sheriff's Office, a challenge coin, which I collect those and patches, and a handwritten note from Sheriff Judd, and a signed picture. And I was like, man, that's cool right there. That's big time. That's like LeBron handing me his shoes after the game. That was big. And he said, hey, we got one more thing. He said, you're going down to spend the day with Sheriff Judd. And that was all made possible by this guy right here. And that just means a great deal to me. John, can you talk a little bit just about how big, tell them how big that is to go down with Judd for people who don't realize who he is.
Listen, Grady Judd is like the president of the United States in Polk County. You don't come to Polk County and you don't mess around in Polk County. I mean, there's all kinds of TikToks, videos.
Here's a message for the hotheads. Don't do that stuff. Good people carry guns, and they will shoot you a lot. Graveyard dead.
Why'd you shoot him 60, 70 times? It's because we ran out of bullets, right? That's the quote. I mean, I love being part of Polk County. You know, we have a great dealership, Cadillac, Buick, Subaru. And with Grady Judd, we just do a lot for the community for him because he's just a guy that is no nonsense. And where I'm from, it's no nonsense, right? I'm born and raised in New York, so we don't mess around. So we kind of keep with our people. And at the end of the day, it's just a cool thing. And I was glad that I was able to be a part of doing that for you. So that's pretty cool. Like, you're going to have a ride and drive. Like, when you go with him, you're going to have a fun day with him. You'll arrest some people. You'll do some crazy stuff. So I'll make sure of that.
Hey, well, I sure hope so. And we'll move on now. Can you just talk a little bit about how your racing's going this weekend?
So far, so good. I don't really swap feet a lot until I come here. So yesterday I made a bunch of time runs. Today I feel good. You know, first round I got by on both. I was 9 and 11. I feel like if they let me go some rounds each day, 3-4 days, I may be a contender for Sunday. But it's going to take a lot to get that way. But we just have some fun. We got good equipment up here on the mountain. The stuff is real good. And if I can just get in the rhythm of remembering how to swap feet like I used to, we'll have a good time.
Well, I have no doubt that you'll be able to find that rhythm. Once again, here with John Siegel, here in the pits of the BTE World Footbrake Challenge. I'd like to thank Laris Motorsports Insurance for sponsoring the Caufield Media coverage for this weekend. Thank you, and we'll see you guys later.